Well, look what we got there. Let's see if she stays around long enough to eat an arrow. And there we go. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Soap the Great, and I am playing on the TooCrafty Vanilla Amplified server. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I am beginning on the next task that we need to do for this Guardian farm, and that is opening up all of these gates. And you remember how many we placed? Yep. There are 28 by 58 here, and 28 by 58 on the other side, and they all need to be opened, because if they're not open, then Guardians will not fall through them. They will just stop. So that is going to be problematic. Oh man. Yeah, because I want these all facing the same direction. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So while we're doing this, let's have a little chat, shall we? First, you might notice something a little different about what you're seeing here. And what are you seeing? No. Nope. Let's come over here. Like so. This will be interesting. How do we get that side? Keep going this way. Okay, well, you may be noticing something a little different on your screen. And what might that be? That is the fact that I'm using a different texture pack or resource pack, as the case may be, in whichever version. No, we gotta go over here. Yeah, there we go. Oh boy. Yeah, so I'm using Faithful 32 instead of default, just to get a little higher res, make the graphics look a little bit better. I've seen a lot of people on, especially Hermitcraft, using this. But I want you to let me know. Do you like it or not? Maybe we'll give it a try. And because I am recording this so far in advance, we're going to have quite some time to take a look at it. So we might finish out the Guardian farm with this texture pack and just wait for feedback once it starts rolling in. Or we might make an executive decision a little later on. Who knows? I don't know yet because I am recording this very far in advance. In fact, let's see. Current date is April Fool's Day, and Mojang supposedly released a fake snapshot this morning. I haven't bothered checking it out. I've gotten kind of jaded with the various April Fool's jokes. I don't know. It's gotten old to me. What do you think? Do you like April Fool's jokes? Do you pull them? What do you think? Which ones are your favorites from various companies this year? Does Minecraft and Mojang rate pretty high on it or not? Do let me know. I would love to hear your opinions on that matter. But as for me, I've gotten kind of just, I don't know, cynical about it. I was really hoping that Google would do something pretty cool, and instead they're just playing around with mail again. I don't know. It didn't seem to wow me like previous times. Maybe I've just gotten too cynical. I don't know. But anyway, we're still doing these gates, and since it is April 1st, well, we gotta chat a little bit. So I am recording this way ahead of time. So you're probably not gonna see it until I believe we're up to mid-May. Let's take a look at the schedule. Excuse me for a moment here. Yeah, so as it stands, this one's going to come out May the 22nd. So we are way ahead. Way ahead. But again, the reason is that I've got a little bit of time right now that I can really just push and get a bunch of videos done. I've picked a project that most people aren't going to be seeing and are on a day-to-day basis, so there's not going to be any spoilers really until I get the whole system hooked up in the Nether hub, but I'm not going to do that for another couple of episodes here. So yeah, we're not gonna be running the risk of an early release by anybody or a spoiler. So that's one of the reasons why I picked this type of project right here. We can easily split it up into a lot of little bits and pieces. Of course, they don't seem like little bits and pieces once I get into them. Some of them were a little bit easier than others. I mean, there's this, but I want to get the whole tank done in this episode. So I'm really not going to bring you along for the whole gate opening. I'm just going to do a few more rows. Well, probably just one more row, and then we'll call it for that point. Take a jump cut. But yeah, so as it stands, in real life, IRL, I have finished the outdoor preparations for the house to get it ready to list. We have also finished cleaning and staging a couple of the rooms for the pictures for the realtor. And next up, there's a couple more things inside that I need to do, but I will be getting to those later. We don't have a set date on when the photographer is going to be coming, so I am not exactly highly motivated. I will get all of that done that I need to get done, but just right now I want to get some more episodes recorded, and I am actually pretty beat from moving so much mulch and gravel and just the various things that have needed to be done outside. So I don't know, it's really easy to not be motivated to do much more physical labor at the moment. So yeah, let's see. Anything else? Another thing to note is that you might be hearing some weird noise in the background. I'm sorry for that, but again, my recording situation is such that I am sitting in our walk-in closet. That's where we keep our desk, and I keep my computer. And the closet happens to back up to the laundry room. Let's see if I can... That'll work. They're all the right direction, yeah. So learning a little bit of technique here as I go along. So yeah, the washer's currently going. I need to clean some clothes and get those washed and get them ready. No, come on. Ah. Yeah, we'll just do that. Ah, got caught again. Yeah, there we go. No, not quite. I guess sometimes it just skips. Huh, interesting. Anyway, so yeah, the washer's going, and I'm sorry for that. And the next few clips that you're going to see, hopefully it should be done. You might hear the dryer going though as we get the rest of the laundry moving. But yeah, I'm just going to finish this, and then when we come back, I'm going to do the towers that are going to help ensure that the Guardians have downward flowing water. And we'll talk about that more once we get to that point. But I'm going to finish opening these gates. I'll see you in a little bit. Do any of you know what typewriters are? It's kind of like what I feel like right now. Back and forth. Back and forth. But I think I came up with a little bit better technique than the one I was using. So we'll just go back and forth across each line like this, and we occasionally get a few skipped ones, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. I feel like there's one, and I see I missed one there. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I don't know what other techniques there might be. Do you know of any? Let me know. I'd love to hear in the comments below. In case I do one of these in the future. I don't know why I would, but yeah. So I'm going to get back to it. I think recording is kind of throwing off my pace here. So I'm going to get back to it, and when we come back, the towers for the tank. See you in a bit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all of the gates are now open. Yep, so both sides, this side and that side, are all open. So what we're going to be doing now is setting up the towers. Now, something to keep in mind is that we need to set this up so that there's going to be water source blocks at, let's see, that level right there. We're going to put a roof in at that level, so we should have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spawnable blocks wherever there is a water source block right here. So what we also need to do is make sure that the water is in a downward flowing position or in configuration. So the way to do that is to make sure that there is a transparent block beside a flowing water block, and that's going to make sure that the water is flowing downward and pushing the guardians down to the open fence gates below. And eventually we're going to take out the dirt. Don't you worry about that. That's coming a little later, but I just wanted to let you know what we're doing now. So there is a specific pattern that we're doing, and this is from Woolly Creeper of the Hypermine server. So we're going to go, I just picked this corner instead of that corner because that corner is my exit out of the farm for the time being, or out of the spawn tank. So we picked over here, and it's not going to end up over there, or at least I'll have that block open. So then we set this one, and then we'll go down 2 over 1, and then there's another block. So down 2 over 1, there's another block, and then from this one we go 1, 2, 3, 4, place. Okay? Is that right? Down 1 over 2. Yeah, so that's how we get each next row. So yeah, we're going to continue this, and I'll have to figure out how the backtracking works. We shall see. We shall see indeed. So anyway, I am going to get filling in this pattern all the way across both sets, and then we're going to take this up. Let me just show you real quick to that height. Yeah, that height right there. That's what we're going to do. So 5 layers of glass, because glass is a transparent block, and we'll go from there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll bring you back once that's all done, and then we can go to whatever I determine might be the next part of the project. All right, see you in a bit. Oh, would you look at that? Yep, all of those pillars are done, and now, oh, well, still a little bit more. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look here. It looks like we are all done with those columns. Yep. And if things look a little bit different from the last cut, I noticed just now that I did not have the smooth lighting set to maximum. So I have turned that back on, and we're doing all right on the frames, so it shouldn't be a problem. But here we go. So I've completed both sides, and because that took quite some time, and so did the opening up of the gates, we're going to have to call it here for this episode. Again, I want to keep things between 15 and 20 minutes, and we are about on that time marker. So that means that we are not done with the spawning tank quite yet. We still got that dirt layer to remove. We need to put in water on this row to flush all of the guardians down to the cactus area, and then we should be good. Oh, there's one more thing over here. We're going to need a line of water sources right here on top of that block, flowing into the cactus. That's going to push the guardians to there, and that'll make sure that they can't just swim back up the water stream, because they could technically do that if I just let this water stream go down into it. So yeah, we still got some work to do to finish this thing up, and I was looking at the overall schedule. We are just a little bit over halfway done with this project, and with this overall push to get me and my family moved from one city to another. And I want to ask you, what are you thinking? Do you Do you like how this is going? Have you been enjoying the little talks and the progress thus far? I know it's not as much progress as I have tended to do in past episodes, but again, this is a rather large project. It's involved a lot of things that I just wouldn't have had time for. So what do you think? Should I continue on this once we have moved and gotten into the new place? I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions on that. But we are done for this one, so I'm going to say I will see you later. Thank you so much for watching, and join us next time for the filling in of the water and covering. So yeah, I will see you at that point. Bye-bye.